All right, we're here with the man, Cody Webb. Put on a clinic today, rebounded after last week. Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, definitely more positive than last week. Kauai caught me off guard, dude. Like, it was just so slippery. I feel like everything I know and understand of riding a motorcycle didn't apply there. And we came here a little bit drier, super dry up top. It was windy today, and then down in the canyons, it's really slick, but there's a lot more like rocks and roots here. So I felt like you can kind of actually use that to your advantage and find traction where, normally you avoid the roots, but here it kind of plays in your favor. So I got a decent start and row with those guys and broke away at some point because I actually felt like I could ride a motorcycle today. Like, last weekend humbled me, realized I don't know how to ride, but I couldn't ride there. Like, everything, couldn't stand, couldn't sit. It was so slippery. And, today I was able to rebound and ride like I knew how to ride and be patient and smart. And it's nice when you can kind of get a lead and not have to do things rushed. I think that helped as well. And then I cramped super bad last weekend, so I was stressed about that. So I invested in my own health and wellness, got an IV, and it paid off. Sometimes you got to take care of yourself and know what your body needs.
Was it a slow, steady, stretched out lead? Did you just continually just stretch it out moment by moment, or did you have any big setbacks that brought you back and then you had to rebound from that?
Yeah, I think today, like I said, I was just trying to be patient and make everything kind of on the first go. Like, it didn't have to be clean, but I didn't want to have any big mistakes. And third lap, I had a huge one, but it sounded like those guys got hung up. Everyone got hung up in the same spot. It was super technical. It was a downhill from last year and just no room for error. And I got hung up in a tree and bikes upside down and gas spilling everywhere. And I borderline was about ready to pull my saw out and cut my bike out of this tree. But I stomped on a branch, broke it, and I'm literally just grabbing my rear wheel and yanking it off this tree branch to get it out of there. And then I just forced my way through this undercut rock. It was terrible. So that was really only my main big hang up today, and I was trying to not go too hard and put myself over the edge. So it was frustrating, but I think those guys struggle there as well.
Yeah, it seemed like you kept it pretty kosher all day. And it just seemed like you were able to snake through there without using a lot of energy. I don't know, man. You must have been doing something right. Does it feel good to rebound, though, after last weekend?
Yeah, I mean, last weekend I got smoked, It was humbling, and I took it as a positive when I was able to put my head down and grind it out today and get that win. But, yeah, I think I couldn't ride there in Kauai. I don't know. You struggled there as well. We all did. And it was the simplest things were borderline impossible. I was doubting myself, which was a huge thing. And, mentally I was able to rebound this weekend, and it felt good to actually be able to stand up riding through slippery, rocky creeks today versus floundering. So, mental mindset and making sure you're physically ready, I think it paid off.
Nice. So you were able to stay in the fight with the mind, and then did you make any bike or gear adjustments for this race?
Yeah, bike was pretty much exactly the same. I put a new tire on, put it the other direction from before running the Dunlop. So I think I maybe had it the correct direction because I didn't have a sharp edge last time. So I took a gamble and didn't run how I normally run it. And then my moose balls were a little fried after going through all those creeks and broke down a little bit. So there was a couple pieces of moose I took out, which maybe helped get a little bit softer. So the moose balls were, I think, a little bit softer this weekend as well.
Nice. Well, impressive ride. Good job. Yep. Anybody, what else do you have to say?
I don't know. I'm honestly, Hawaii's rad, but I'm ready to go home, dude. It's expensive here. I don't know how they do it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. I'm here with Ryder Guest. Absolute brute of a ride today. Ryder Guest with the KRD team put on a show for us. Second place on the day. Walk us through it.
Hot, long, tight. I was happy you were there for a lot of the time because I was missing course and you were like, over here, this way. It was really good fun. The third lap was probably the sickest stuff. It turned into it got more open and got really technical and steep. The first and second were just like you said, brutes. They were pretty long and tight.
On the second lap, or on the first lap, it looked like you got into an early second place, and then you just those guys were close the whole race, but you always managed to stay in front of them just a little bit. What was it? How did you mentally keep leapfrogging your vision and your focus forward to stay in front of those guys?
I was kind of just preparing for the third lap and trying not to push myself too hard. And I had a hard time getting my second and third win today. I was like screaming at myself, where's my second win? Where's my third win? It didn't come for a long time, and usually it comes quicker. And I was bobbling. I felt so good out of the start. I was like, oh, I'm on. And then it like went away quick. And then just trying to keep it steady, trying not to push too hard to where you just crap out. Just trying to push like steadily. Yeah, just steady.
And on the third lap, it looked like you and Kawelo went back and forth a few times. What was that like?
It was good. Yeah, me and Conavoy for a while. Then Conavoy's bike like caught on fire or something. So I felt bad for him because he was right there with us. And then, yeah, me and Kawelo went back and forth. We helped each other a little bit. And then we realized we were so far ahead, we were kind of just cruising. And then once it got closer to the end, we were like, all right, now like it kind of got a little bit more quick, the pace. And then kind of came down to that last hill. And I luckily cleaned it. And then he was right behind me. And then, yeah, so barely got Kawelo like by the hair on my chin. So, yeah, it was some good racing for sure.
Sick. And then do you have any big mistakes, like costly time mistakes, like, oh, I'm in a bad way here?
I had one, and me and Conavoy were actually helping each other on the section. So thank you, Conavoy, again. We're helping each other again. But I just had like a gazillion little mistakes where I was like, that ain't me. Who's riding this bike right now? So I was just trying to stay as cool and calm as I could for how many mistakes I was making. But yeah.
Well, killer ride today, dude. You're the man.
Thanks for coming down. That was fun. Right on.
My pleasure, dude. Good All right, I'm here with Kawelo Huddy. Third place on the day. Big day. Talk to me. How was your day?
It was good. It was hot out there and kind of slippery in the valleys, but it was good.
How was it for you? It seemed like you were in fourth and you were just lurking the whole time and you just kept going. How was your day going and how did you get to third overall? And tell us about your battles with Ryder on the third lap.
We had some battles and we had to help each other some places. And then I was cramping up. I was like, oh, Ryder, I need your help today. And he was like, oh, what? It's the first time I want to help you. I was like, oh, okay. And then he helped me, and then we made it through, and then we came to this bridge, and he just pulled right in front of me, and then came to the finish line, and he came second. Yeah.
So he just did a quick little pass on you right before the final hill, and that was all it took?
Yeah.
Did you have any mechanicals or major setbacks out there today?
No, just my chain was throwing like a lot of times. I was like, that was the only thing, mechanical.
What was your mindset coming in to this race, coming off of the win last weekend?
Not too comfortable here, so I just figured just keep on steady pace and not really push myself too hard, but kind of push, you know.
How was the traction out there?
The traction was mean out there. Just the river beds. Once that little sludge went on the rocks, and it was so slippery.
What was your favorite part about the day?
Finishing, yeah.
Getting to that finish line?
Yeah.
What was your least favorite part of the day?
My cramps. Oh, my fingers was locking up. I had to pry them open. I was like, this is gnarly.
First time cramping?
First time cramping. I usually just get arm pump, but I cramped today and it was bad.
Well, it seems like it didn't hold you back too much. Nice work, good battles, and third place, man. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank the whole KRD team and Hello Exchange, and then my family, my #1 supporters.
100%. Nice work.